I mean, that's Australian. That was just all the way around. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
On the trip to Jakarta, we went to the Big Reds, they were called, and they were waiting for Rushy and Fowler to turn up. And this room was had 400 or 500 people in it. I said to the guy on the mic, can you just say I'm from the photographer from the Liverpool Echo is here to do a picture. Can we get them all cheering for the camera? And they all started singing, "We love the Echo! We love the Echo!" And I couldn't believe it. So I'm taking all the applause. It was fantastic. But 500 people shouting, "We love the Echo!" And they've never even seen the paper. They just love it online. It's great, you know.
I think the power of the Echo's brand was shown in the very first few days that we were away on Liverpool's tour of Indonesia, Australia and Thailand. We'd already had contact made with us from fans groups via social media and via email in terms of hooking up and doing a piece.
Probably what most rammed home was our first night in Jakarta, where we turned up. We were looking for a story for the following day because the team hadn't arrived yet, and I sent an email to a guy from the Indonesian Liverpool fan club who had been in contact before we went out there, and said, you know, could we meet up and do a piece? And it was only at short notice, like an hour's notice, and the number of them that turned up at this sports bar was unbelievable. And you know, they were all desperate to talk. They all log on to the Echo site every morning. Were desperate to chat and share their experiences about following Liverpool from so many thousand miles away.
I never ceased to be impressed by the reaction of the expat community to the Echo when we were on tour in America. It just opened doors everywhere we went, and you know, if we needed photographs or a quick interview before a game, as soon as you mentioned that you're from the Liverpool Echo, you know, their eyes lit up and they couldn't be happier to help. And it was brilliant, and it just showed you the power of the brand halfway around the world.
I left a Liverpool press conference on this luxury top floor of this hotel over the rooftops of Hong Kong to come outside this 100-degree heat to be addressed by 40 kids who camped out overnight with placards of you name it, of every Liverpool player's name, with Echo branding, chanting, "Mr. Colin, Mr. Colin, Mr. Colin."
On the day of the game, some of the Australian photographers were asking which Liverpool players are which, and he said, just pointing to me, there's an Echo photographer there, he'll tell you who they are, which I thought was quite funny, and he still remembered who the Echo photographer was, so it was quite funny.
In the press room before the game in Jakarta, the local journalists queuing up to have photos taken with myself for the simple reason that they said, "From the Echo, he's from the Echo," you know, there was like 5 or 6 of them, and they handed the camera to a very unimpressed Dominic King from the Daily Mail, who took on the role of cameraman for the evening. And it was the same again in Melbourne, where you know, local journalists there wanted to speak to the Echo and get the Echo's take on Liverpool and Australia, and those scenes were replicated everywhere Liverpool went during the summer.
Jason, when I was signing off your expenses for the Singapore leg of that trip, I noticed a drink spill from a bar delightfully named 4 Floors of Whores. Would you like to give us any anecdotes from that particular experience?
That's actually not me, Ali. That was my esteemed colleague who's in the other side of the room, James Pearce.